welcome back to our channel. Today we're gonna go to the Warner Brothers studio and the making of Harry Potter here in Tokyo. It's raining and a thunderstorm is going on, so yeah, I really want to go inside because I'm super scared. So let's go. I was very curious about this experience since my family is a huge Harry Potter fan, and when I was a kid I used to watch it with my grandma, so I was expecting a lot. Look. Wow. Looks so cute, so adorable little doggy. First things first, this is the shopping part. Once you enter, it's right on the left, and we have these headbands included, which I'm super excited about. So we're gonna go towards the cashier and get them on our heads before the tour starts. Once the tour starts, the first room you walk into is filled with movie posters from all over the world. Different languages, different designs, which was actually really interesting to see. But what stood out even more was how much they highlight the people behind the scenes. Yeah. So these are the Japanese posters. Then you reach the doors of Hogwarts, and they actually pick someone from the group to open them up, usually someone who's celebrating either a birthday or a kid that really likes Harry Potter in general. Next up, the famous Hogwarts stairs. J.K. Rowling took inspiration from Livraria de Léo in Portugal, in Porto, for the stairs. Wow. They also created like oil paintings just because of the movie, tapestries that were only used for the movie, like insane stuff, really. And this is where the interactive part also really begins. There are a ton of experiences throughout the tour, and the best part is that most of them are free. You can download everything straight to your phone. So this is the fabulous Dumbledore's office, and it turns out that the Phoenix actually was an animatronic in the movie, which is super interesting to know. They tell you all about it, how they did it, how they made the animatronic, and yeah, Fox looks amazing, actually. It's actually moving. Look, looks so cool. They have a model of the library. They have a model of the Thomas Riddle's, tombstone, and they have the freaking Forbidden Forest tree. It's ginormous. The highlight here, I would say, is the Forbidden Forest. It's very dark and immersive and full of animatronics. Spiders, creatures, things moving around you. You can even cast your own Patronum. I am a horse. Oh my. You kind of just hope that you make it out alive. And when you actually do, you reach the half point of the tour, the Hagrid's hut. There's even a little animatronic Fang inside, which, fun fact, they used an animatronic, and the animatronic itself could actually drool like the dog. So yeah. This is the half point, and you get to try Butterbeer here, and also you have a cafe for you to eat, so we're gonna eat something. Wow. Full-on meals. Look at that. Oh, shepherd's pie. If you're up for it, you can also ask for the afternoon tea. It's 7,800 yen per person, which is quite a lot, but they have a lot of things here, so maybe. Okay, so we ended up actually buying the frozen beer, frozen butterbeer, some popcorn, and a Niffler castado bun, which, I mean, it is freaking adorable, but we're gonna see if it actually tastes good. So far, theme food here in Japan tends to be really good. It's not too expensive. The whole set was like 2,000 yen, and then the bun was 800 yen, so pretty good so far. And also, you can basically wash the mug and take it with you as a souvenir, which is also great. Is it good? Yeah. Have you reached the custard or is it just the bun? Okay, so that's the custard. Is it nice? Good. After a quick break, we continued to Privet Drive. You can walk through Harry's childhood home, see his room under the stairs, and of course the room filled with the flying letters. They even recreated the scene where Aunt March floats away. It's one of those sets you instantly recognize. Next up, one of the highlights of the tour, the train. And this part is really well done. You can walk alongside it, step inside the compartments, and see the recreated scenes from the films. Let's go into the train. There's also a shop here where you can create your own Hogwarts acceptance letter. They were saying that this here could take up to 20 years for a single person to make, like 20 years if it were just one person, and they made this like in days to shoot it. The amount of interactive stuff you can do here, you get to scan a QR code, and throughout your whole visit of this place, you'll get to interact with different things, from Quidditch to the fireplaces, from everything, and you'll get all the videos on your phone, which is amazing.
Exit forward now.
And then after the Ministry of Magic area, we'll get to the creature part, which is my favorite part. So let's go. No, so the first one in the Chamber of Secrets was Vito, fact number 1. And then they had 5, look at the amount of them, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different fangs. Wow. Hedwig here looks like she had better days. She looks a little bit crazy-eyed. Crazy. Oh, Niffler. It probably takes so much time to actually make. They're all like handmade for the movies, and some of them animatronics. They are amazing. Look at the basilisk. This thing was in my nightmares when I was a kid. This part is very, very mind-blowing. The level of detail, the mechanics, the craftsmanship, all of this works sometimes for scenes that only last a few seconds in the movies. It really makes you appreciate how much effort goes into everything. I kind of feel like probably this place, when it closes, like everything comes to life or something, 'cause it's There's also, by the end, a paid interactive experience, and this is where you basically recreate the dragon chase scene from the Goblet of Fire, flying and running and escaping. One of the most underrated parts of the tour is probably the sound design section. They show you how they create all the sounds in the movies, like footsteps or spells or even creature sounds, and how much detail goes into everything so that it feels actually real. Then, of course, you walk into the recreation of Diagon Alley, including the Weasley's twins' shop. which is super bright and chaotic and exactly how you would imagine. Probably one of the most visually fun parts of the tour.
So cool.
Solemnly swear I'm up to no good. And finally, you also have a Hogwarts model, a massive and detailed version of the castle used for filming. It's kind of the perfect ending. And officially at the shop again. Tokyo exclusive stuff. You can put her on your shoulder. She's so cute. You can personalize everything. Like in the Universal Studios, you also have the wands, but here you can personalize every single thing. Every flavor beans, you can get a snot one or a fart one or something. Okay, so if you want to eat here, you have the amazing food hall that resembles a Hogwarts hall as well, the main hall, which is absolutely amazing. This is the restaurant part where you have hamburger, you have pizza here, you have a bunch of stuff. It's mostly food, like full-on meal. If you're coming a little bit earlier, you might want to have lunch here, but our tour was like at 4:30, so we're gonna go for this kind of. They have so much stuff here. They have a monster book of monsters, chocolate brownie.
I want everything.
I want everything. Okay, so to end our experience the right way, we decided to get a little brownie in the shape of the book, the monstrous book, and some scones. This is a more normal food. And then the cafe latte.
Cafe is so cute.
So all of this was roughly 2,000 yen. So I don't think it's too bad, taking into account that it's really, really nicely done. And also most of the food here tastes really nice. So I think that in general in Japan, I think most of the experiences are very positive with food.
Which frozen butterbeer did you prefer? This one or the Universal Studio?
At the Universal Studios, we drank the normal one, and here was the frozen one. And I prefer the frozen because butterbeer is very sweet, and frozen kind of cuts the sweetness. And also here you had the popcorn, which were salted, so it helped a little bit. But yeah, overall, you have so much. They even have the Hagrid happy birthday cake. It is so impressive to see the amount of effort that goes behind making these types of music.
And the sets and
Every
everything,
single
yeah.
detail is just amazing. For me, it was like super worth it because it's a huge experience. Like it just takes me back to my childhood. I saw the first movie in cinemas when I was a kid, and all of them in the cinema with my grandma, with my mom. They read the books to me when I was a kid. So this is part of my childhood. So if you're a fan of Harry Potter, definitely make sure to come here. You can use our affiliate links if you want to buy the tickets.
Fun to support the channel as well.
The tickets with Klug, which we definitely recommend. You have to book it prior. You need to select a time slot as well. And yeah, overall, 10 out of 10.
I would say, yeah, 10 out of 10. See you in the next one, guys.
Bye.
Bye.